Welcome to Thoroughbred Racing action here at Gulfstream Park. We've got 11 races on this Saturday card. Coast to Coast Pick 5, the Tropical Turf Pick 3. We'll send it upstairs to Pete Aiello with the scratches and the changes.
The weather is beautiful, partly cloudy skies. It's warmed up, temperatures in the low 80s. The main track is fast, the Tapeta track is always fast, and the turf course is firm. In race 1, number 4, Sand Wedge. A change of jockey. Make the jockey Edwin Gonzalez. Racing at Gulfstream. Good start for the first-timer reassess. Quickly at the rail, Warda's on the go, and Warda clears a length and a half. From between horses, it's I Say So, and up on the outside, Problematica. Then back from between horses, Sand Wedge. Scored is 3 wide. Mia More is next, and left behind early is Tatanka. To the far turn they go. It's Warda who has the lead, trying to catch a mid-race breather. From the outside, I Say So, tucked in toward the inside, reassess. 3 wide, that's Problematica. Irad Ortiz Jr. and Scored start to get into gear. They're fifth, about 4.5 lengths off the leader, and that leader is traveling very well. It's Warda to the top of the stretch. She drilled a quarter in 21-2. She's on her way home while confidently handled. From between horses, it's I Say So. Scored is next. Reassess at the rail with 1/8 of a mile to go. Warda and Paca Lopez in a tour de force to kick off the Saturday program. It's all Warda, the daughter of Valiant Minister. Very impressive today. She puts it all together to win by many with something in the tank. I Say So was second. Scored ran third. Reassess was fourth in 56-1. And they're off. From the outside, Zero Mid, quick off the blocks and has the lead early on from Exchange Day, who's away in second. Splitting horses, Neophyte is on the go. Marley Luck is down toward the inside. Working out in the center is Fast Fixer, and the favorite King James joins the Vanguard as they pass the half-mile marker. It's Fast Fixer from the far outside gate to clear the inside traffic and lead by 2 over Zero Mid in second. Neophyte out the rail third. King James is now fourth. Exchange Day shuffles to fifth, a gap of 3. That's Exprompt racing toward the inside. Marley Luck. The North Remembers is on the outside. Then it's a length and a half back to Lunar Rocket with Resist the Devil and Uranium as they run to the top of the stretch. Up front, it's still Fast Fixer. Zero Mid takes another shot at him. King James needs to do better than that. Looking for room inside, Neophyte. Exchange Day is in the clear. He's got a punch. The North Remembers closing on the grandstand side. There's 1/8 of a mile to go, and Zero Mid has the lead. Back to second is Fast Fixer. Exchange Day still charging. Exchange Day lunging at Zero Mid. Here comes Exchange Day on the outside. Exchange Day's in time. Exchange Day and Irad Ortiz Jr. ran down Zero Mid. Third was Fast Fixer. Then the North Remembers in 103-2. By 3, by 4, and moving away. And they're off. Good start outside for Willie Boy. He's heading off for the early lead, and he'll get a pretty easy lead. Willie Boy to the top. Game Boy Benny hustled to stay close with Float On away in third. Doc Amster is fourth, and Celestial Glaze is between horses. Out the center, it's American Pure. Last of all, he's only about 4 lengths off the lead as Game Boy Benny is up to take over. Luis Saez has no problem with that on Willie Boy as he'll sit a flanking trip in second. Moving on his outside, Celestial Glaze as the second choice is now a joint third with Float On toward the rail. Out the center, American Pure, and Doc Amster has been shuffled to last. The quarter time was 22-2. They leave the backstretch and move on to the far turn. Game Boy Benny with 2 nipping at his heels. Second is Willie Boy. Third is Celestial Glaze. Float On locked in under Jose Ortiz. He needs a way out. From the outside, it's American Pure, and Doc Amster is last, and Willie Boy just took over. Willie Boy has the lead. Game Boy Benny working overtime but being outkicked. From the outside, Celestial Glaze is in striking position. So is Float On as they went 45-2 for the opening half mile. Off the turn and the stretch drive, the leader is Willie Boy. Celestial Glaze to the attack down the center at the rail and Float On. There's an eighth of a mile to go. Willie Boy has one to fight off. It's a persistent Celestial Glaze who's charging at him from the outside. Willie Boy just in front. Celestial Glaze with a late surge. Willie Boy digs. Willie Boy holds. Willie Boy wins. Second is Celestial Glaze. Third was Float On in 123-3. And they're off. From between horses, Admiral Hopper gets the first call, and Tyler Gaffleone riding her for the early advantage. Treves will try to cling to her from second. Up on the outside, Peach Cobbler moves into the top flight, a length and a half better than Lovin' Makes Sense. Then it's Nora Now. The early trailer is Girl's House. To the far turn they go. Admiral Hopper as the odds-on choice is clear by almost a length and a half. Second is Treves. On the outside, Peach Cobbler is now third. Lovin' Makes Sense close enough under Panici. She starts to creep a bit closer. It's a gap of 4 more to the 2 at the back, Girl's House, and it's Nora Now. To the top of the stretch with Admiral Hopper still the target. Off the inside comes the second choice, Treves, to try to go get her. It's Nora Now has dropped back, and up on the outside, that's its Lovin' Makes Sense. There's an eighth of a mile to go. Admiral Hopper still finding plenty. 3 in front. Treves can't get her, nor can anybody else. If you're on Admiral Hopper, you're a winner. Admiral Hopper is 3-5 and a dominant winner by 4 in the end. Treves second, Peach Cobbler third, Lovin' Makes Sense fourth. Then it's Nora Now. 5-3. And they're off. From the center, Tatanka was away quickly. Up on the outside, Smithwick Spice put into play. Alley-oop Johnny is at the rail, and in between horses running with scissors in the run by the wire the first time. Jose Ortiz puts Tatanka on the lead. Running with scissors, latched onto him second. 3 wide, Smithwick Spice is now third. Alley-oop Johnny is there fourth from the gray, the Great Oz. Rock the Stars is at the rail, and the early trailer is Space Launch. And the run around the first turn at 5-1, Tatanka has the lead. They went 23-2 for the opening quarter. Running with scissors is there second, a length and a half in front of Alley-oop Johnny. He's now third. Up to the outside, it's Smithwick Spice who's there fourth. At the inside, Rock the Stars fifth. The Great Oz is shuffled to sixth, and it's a gap of 3. Space Launch, last of the 7, with 4.5 furlongs to run. Up front, it's Tatanka. He's been there from the word go. He's in front by a length and a half over Running with Scissors, who gets the trip he wants second through a 46 3/2 mile. Alley-oop Johnny's traveled well into the race. He's third at the inside. Followed fourth by Smithwick Spice, then Rock the Stars in the Great Oz. Closer at the back is Space Launch. Around the far turn they go. Irad Ortiz Jr. moving on the favorite right now as Running with Scissors up to challenge Tatanka for the lead. From the inside, Alley-oop Johnny needs a way out. Smith with Spice is next. Rock the Stars hooks to the outside for an upset threat. They're at the top of the stretch. Alley-oop Johnny going to try to split horses. Tatanka down inside. Running with Scissors on the outside. They come past the 8th pole. From between horses, Alley-oop Johnny. Down inside, Tatanka. Tatanka and Alley-oop Johnny. Tatanka! He's digging in here! Tatanka goes gate to wire. Second is Alley-oop Johnny, close then for third. Space Launch might have got up. Running with Scissors, flat late. And they're off. Off slowly was Mortgage Rate at the back. Good start from between horses for Turn Up the Trees with Live High, Live Low. Up on the outside, Celtic Pride is on the go and sent through inside Bourbon Society, but the favorite has made the lead. Turn Up the Trees to the top. Down inside, it's Bourbon Society who is up to challenge from second. Up to the outside, Celtic Pride is now third. Improving at the inside is Maximus Speed, passing a retreating Live High, Live Low, who's outkicked in the early run. Mellifluous is next, is about 8 lengths off the lead, working a length and a half in front of Heat Lightning. Outside him, and Sicilian Defense with a lot to do. The two at the back are Mortgage Rate and Rag Special. They run to the top of the stretch, almost 3 in line at a huge price. Celtic Pride going after Turn Up the Trees. Bourbon Society has been hard at it throughout. He's back to third with an inside lane. 4 ahead of Maximus Speed, and they're at the top of the stretch. Johnny V and Turn Up the Trees turn first with the lead. Celtic Pride runs at him on the outside second at the rail. That's Bourbon Society. Maximus Speed straightened up to go on with it with an 1/8 of a mile to go. It's Turn Up the Trees just in front. Celtic Pride with one more push on the outside. Turn Up the Trees digging in. Turn Up the Trees, a hard-fought winner. Celtic Pride second. Up for third was Maximus Speed ahead of Bourbon Society fourth in 1:12-1. And they're off. Avatar Hero off just a step slow. The others line up for the early lead. More Strength on the far outside shoves ahead on top. In between horses, it's Flirtini down at the rail chasing after you. Motoring was tightened up for racing room. No actions in the two-path. Out the back early is Avatar Hero as the leader is Chasing After You. Chasing After You and Jose Ortiz to the far turn. On top by almost a length, Flirtini second. More Strength third. No Action is at the rail in fourth ahead of Avatar Hero. And Motoring shuffled the last. Separated by 5 lengths in the run past the 5/16. Chasing After You in front narrowly, 3 wide. More Strength in between horses. Flirtini 2 back to Avatar Hero, who's outside of No Action. Motoring hopes to get lucky toward the rail. Past the quarter pole, they're off the turn and the stretch drive. More Strength with a sweeping move on the outside to take over the lead. Chasing After You fights back. Motoring got the seam she needed. Down the center in Avatar Hero, there's an 1/8 of a mile to go. Chasing After You back in front again. Motoring surging into second, but time has run out. Chasing After You and Jose Ortiz go down the road. Motoring second, Avatar Hero third, No Action fourth, then More Strength in 1:03-3. And they're off. From the center, K's Storm Ready heads off for the early advantage. Typhoon Fury shuffled back. Cugino looking for some forward position. Abramar's on the far outside. In between horses, Beyond Stokes getting a good spot. Down at the inside goes Kathib. Out in the center, that's the Process ahead of the team of Typhoon Fury and Nomos. Then back to Cuban Thunder. The early trailer is Deadpan. And the run around the first turn with rail position and the lead. K's Storm Ready at a huge price. Has it by almost a length. Abrumar is second. 3 wide Beyond Stoked is now third. Castellano is tucked in with the favorite Cugino fourth at the inside. He'll need a way through eventually, but that's a good spot for now. In between horses, it's Nomos with the Process on his outside. Then it's a trio comprised of Kathib, Typhoon Fury, and Cuban Thunder. The trailer is Deadpan. The quarter time was 23-1. Abrumar is now racing up on the outside, so that's going to give a lane to Cugino to move through if he wants to, and it looks like Javier is intent on doing that, with the leader still, K Storm Ready. K Storm Ready has the lead. Abrumar is second. Cugino's in the middle. He had to quicken to get that spot. Now he's being encouraged to keep it from a wide running Beyond Stoked. Back from there, it's Kathib getting started the Process. Cugino's under pressure. He's losing ground here as the pace starts to lift. Nomos is looking for racing room. So is Kathib. Typhoon Fury kickstarts the rally, but he's widest of all here as they complete 3 quarters in 1:11-4. They fan across the course with the advantage. It's now Abrumar striding forward with K Storm Ready. Kathib at the rail. Cugino back for a little more inside. Abrumar has the lead. It's Abrumar in front. Paca Lopez and Abrumar on the board at 10-1. They'll win it. Abrumar by a length over Cugino second. Deadpan third. Nomos fourth. Then Beyond Stoked in 141-1. And they're off. Sandwiched badly at the break was Conquest Warrior shuffled to last. D-Day Sky done no favors in that exchange. From the center, Wistucky ridden hard for the early advantage and gets a length and a half lead. Antiquarian now splits horses, and up on the outside goes the Clown. Widest of all is the favorite BU. Behind them, What's a Matter for You down at the inside Military Road. Splitting horses D-Day Sky to race 3 ahead of Causeway and Taparino. The early trailer is Conquest Warrior. The opening quarter complete in 24 seconds flat. Long shot Wistucky has the lead by 2. Antiquarian is there second at the rail. Military Road is now third. D-Day Sky improves in the red cap. Out in the center, it's BU. Moving up on the outside goes the Clown. Back from there, What's a Matter for You? A length in front of an improving Conquest Warrior. Then out the back, Taparino and Causeway. They move now into the far turn through a 46-4 opening half mile. With the lead, Wistucky by a neck. Antiquarian on the outside is now second. Military Road third at the inside. Moving up from behind the speed, Conquest Warrior. He's trying to find a way through. He's got a ton of run here after some early trouble. He's very much part of this through the opening half mile in 46-4. They race past the quarter-mile mark. Plenty of hopes through 3 quarters in 12 flat. Conquest Warrior just checked hard again. Antiquarian on the outside of Wistucky, who tries to turn him away. Off cover, Military Road is next. Down the center in Conquest Warrior. Antiquarian, he has the lead. Battling hard, Wistucky. Conquest Warrior gathers his feet. Here he comes. This is a huge effort from Conquest Warrior. He's in time. Only checked about 3 times and checked severely, but he's much the best. Conquest Warrior ran down Antiquarian in 138-2. And they're off. Great start outside for Socially Selective. Ridden Between Horses is awesome, of course. From Between Horses, shopping for Pharaohs not far away. Euphema joins the top flight, and Sandra D is parked at the rail. She's third last. Second last is Take Charge Chloe, and Drumroll, the early trailer. American, of course, is in front. It's American, of course, and Tyler Gaffleone, hard used but in front, over Shopping for Pharaoh on the outside second. Socially Selective is widest of all, and Sandra D is a handful down toward the inside. Irad has a strong hold of her. Euphema's Between Horses, 3 better than Drumroll. Now the trailer is Take Charge Chloe. Around the far turn they go, 22-3 for the opening quarter. Sandra D is crying for some place to go. Socially Selective in the clear on the outside. American, of course, has been hard used throughout. From the back, here's a move from Drumroll. A quarter of a mile left to go. They went to half in 46 seconds flat. The leader is now Socially Selective. American, of course, back for a little bit more inside. Loose for the drive is Sandra D. We'll see what she's got as they straighten in. Socially Selective is now kicked, and she has the lead by 3. American, of course, is back to second. Sandra D didn't really kick once she got room, but the favorite's a winner. We kick off the coast-to-coast pick 5 with a 3-5 shot in Socially Selective for 9:30 racing by 5 in the end. American, of course, was second. Sandra D ran third. Euphema finished fourth in 1:17-3. And runners away. From the far outside, it's Get the Candy away quickly. Splitting Horses, Ivory Moon is on to challenge. Abar has speed, so does 3 Polks from down toward the inside. Velasquez riding Ivory Moon awfully hard, but she's there and now in front over 3 Polks, who's at the rail in second. On the outside, Get the Candy is there third. Irad has Kick a Rhyme perfectly spotted if she can find a way through. She's fourth now. Outside Yamar, then Call Me Spicy and Bossy Diva. Back from there, it's Miss Sakamoto and My Lady James, 2 in front of Alabrev, then Work of Fiction, and She's a Spitfire is last. Ivory Moon has been hard used throughout. Kick a Rhyme's the one catching the eye. She needs a way out. From the outside, it's Call Me Spicy, and they're at the top of the stretch. Ivory Moon still there. Off cover. Kick a Rhyme has a chance to rally at her. At the rail, that's 3 Polks down the center and Call Me Spicy. But Ivory Moon has something left. Ivory Moon is still in front. On the outside, Call Me Spicy. Motoring home out of Brev. Out of time. It's the favorite in front, Ivory Moon. Close then for second. Out of Brev or Call Me Spicy in 55-4.
That wraps up Saturday racing here at Gulfstream Park. We'll be back with you again on Sunday for a 10-race card. We'll see you then.